What's up everyone? Hope you're having a good day. I'm glad that you're here to watch this video. I'm Trevor from Disciples of Wrestling, and I'm here to give y'all my top 5 matches of the year 2020 from WWE. These matches range from any brand, pay-per-view, and or show in the WWE collection and are what I believe to be the best of this year. They're selected based off enjoyment, pacing, storytelling, and overall experience. With that all out of the way, let's begin with number 5, John Cena vs. Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 36 in the Firefly Funhouse match. 2020 may have taken away crowds from us, but it gave wrestling the chance to try to innovate with such situations. In this case, trying to create an intriguing viewing experience for all of those at home that can't enjoy a match live, thus relying on more cinematic matches. Most people would turn to AJ Styles vs. The Undertaker as the best example for the best cinematic wrestling experience this year. As good as it was though, I don't think it was as well executed as the cinematic experience that John Cena vs. Bray Wyatt provided. Taking a deep dive into Cena's career as a wrestler, we get a deconstruction of all his highs and lows throughout his career that made Cena the man he is today. Bray Wyatt was an excellent foil to Cena, creating situations that were near perfect and breaking down his career and life as a wrestler, creating an experience far greater than it needed to be. Full of laughs, reminiscent set designs, and a different viewing experience overall, this match takes the cake for a cinematic adventure you shouldn't miss out on. For number 4, we have the Undisputed Era members Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish taking on Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne at NXT TakeOver Portland. Now, if you watch NXT, you always know that the Undisputed Era are always going to have wonderful team chemistry, meaning we're always going to have a wonderful match against any team they're put up against. In this case, the dream team of Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne as the Broserweight Challenge for the NXT Tag Team titles wasn't going to let us down. By all means, on paper, this was going to be a match of high quality action and something that delivers with ease. Despite their joking around at the beginning of the match, Broserweights come into this match with the same level of intensity and chemistry that the Undisputed Era has to show us and provide us with a match that never stops flowing and has perfect execution. By far my favorite NXT match of the year, as well as my favorite tag team match of the year across all WWE brands. Sitting at number 3, we got the episode of NXT UK of October 29, 2020 that gave us the awesome match between Walter vs. Dragunov for the NXT UK Championship. For this match, we saw Walter giving his best as always, as he's done in the past against guys like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, taking a chance with the man Dragunov as he gives it his best and more as he tries to go toe-to-toe with the longest reigning UK champ. Starting off fast and furious leads to Dragunov getting an edge here and there, but Walter's tough exterior and combat allows him to keep control of the match and brutalize Dragunov. This pushes Dragunov to go over the limit just to try to break down Walter's defense and pull off the upset. Quite the entertaining match to view if you don't keep up the hard-working class of the UK roster that belongs to WWE. Please check it out and give the love these guys deserve. Coming close to being number 1, but not quite there, we have Bayley vs. Sasha Banks in Hell in a Cell for the number 2 spot. For years, fans have been craving for another Bayley and Sasha Banks match that have lived up to their days back in NXT. Finally, after so much delay and patience, we eventually received that match between these two in a Hell in a Cell match of all places. Good friends, better enemies is the perfect way to describe the relationship between these two as they tear it up in a match of hellish proportions that delivers in terms of storytelling, match quality, and work rate that we knew Bayley and Sasha had all these years ago, and they finally were able to do it on the main roster. Lovely match between these two, a round of applause for these two, but sadly it's just not number 1 for me, as we're about to see in just a second why I think this number 1 match is better than number 2. With that being said, at number 1 we have AJ Styles vs. Darren Bryan on the June 8th, 2020 episode of SmackDown. Two masters of their craft going at it in a 5-star match on SmackDown. AJ Styles and Darren Bryan generally have grand chemistry whenever they're paired up against each other, as this match shows in full throttle. Due to the pandemic, of course, many superstars took some time away from the ring to protect themselves from the hazards, including IC champ Sami Zayn, thus leading to an 8-man tournament on SmackDown to crown a new champ. Of course, both AJ and Darren Bryan made it to the finals to face off in another classic on SmackDown of all places, where they tore down the house. It's no wonder these two weren't able to clash at Backlash right after this, since it definitely would have taken away from the so-called greatest match of all time in Edge vs. Randy Orton. Nonetheless, SmackDown was the perfect place for these two to shine, and they delivered another classic to add to their repertoire. By far my favorite encounter between these two, and the match of the year for 2020. And that's that. That's the top 5 matches of the year for 2020 in WWE that I believe were the best of the best. If you have any other different opinions or what you think is the top 5 matches of the year, let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. We hope to talk to you guys soon about more wrestling and hope to provide more content for you guys. Hope you have a good day as always and take care. Peace.